cool thing about bringing people to Duluth to show them our trails is to look at the reaction on their face. Not just the views, but the terrain itself. There's opportunities to ride extremely steep, straight down the fall line terrain. There's jump trails. You can come into Duluth and you don't have to think about, I gotta drive 20 minutes or an hour to get access to the good stuff. To have that full palette of different riding options, there's a little bit of everything.
Trails for All is really important to us as we work with the youth in town. We have beginners and, out on some of the easier trails, and then we have some of the most advanced riders. We started with, I think, 14 kids, and now we've grown to 350 youth. Our program has been so successful in reaching kids because of the quality of trails that we have. Without the trails, we wouldn't have a program.
I've been on the Devo team for about 5 years, going into my 6th year. So I think here in Duluth, we have 45% of our Devo is girls. And for the Minnesota Cycling Association, it's about 20 or 21%. So many girls in the community just makes it so much better. It makes people feel like they can actually go out there no matter what. And the girls community has a ton of support. It's really taught me, I think the biggest thing is to just not really be afraid, just to go forward and try new things. And just, really be able to believe in yourself.
I am really lucky to have a wonderful relationship with a family that I nanny for. I take all the kids out riding pretty frequently, and the 2.5-year-old and I are doing the whole Duluth Traverse in sections. I ask her, are we gonna send it? And she just says, send it! Send it! And you can see all of this pride that she has. Riding is really empowering to me, and so I love giving that to her and to these other kids.
These trails are meant and designed to bring in the whole community. Walkers, runners, dog walkers, hikers, adaptive cycling. We're going to be bringing several different bike playgrounds to the area. Bike playgrounds are a space for the entire community to gather, not just elite cyclists. They're a place for all rider types to develop and work on skills. Some of the themes that we're going to be focusing on is community inclusion and inviting the broader community into the trails and making the trail system as welcoming as possible to everyone.
I use an adaptive mountain bike. I had an accident when I was 16 months old. I grew up adapting to this walking, standing world. It is an absolute thrill to be physically challenged in a way that is outside of just going to the grocery store or pushing down a sidewalk. To be able to be in the forest amidst the trees and nature. That's not just survival anymore, that's thriving, that's really living.
I just think if Duluth is this beautiful outdoor mecca, how could we make it into a mecca that's inclusive? How could we make it into something that not just any rider is stoked on, but riders feel like they can come out here and they feel safe and they feel included on the trails.
It is so amazing for COGS to see that, to see the forward momentum that is happening in the adaptive world and notice that there's a need that needs to be filled. I pass people of every age and stage of life on the trail. To have somebody see me out on the trail, that is what we are striving for societally. I mean, if we're looking for the change that we want to be in the world, let's meet on the trail.
So it's really, really important to think of how you can contribute, Is it a connection that you have? Is it a monthly financial donation? Is it showing up at trail work and meeting your neighbors and getting connected and being a part of something that, you can really feel really good and really positive about?
We have a ways to go. There's a lot that can be done in terms of access and in terms of inclusivity, in terms of community. Because of that, I would like to ask all of you, join me and join us and support these trails however you can, whether that's generous financial contributions or whether that's contributions of time or skills you might have. or the businesses supporting us with your goods and services. We really need your support to continue to build Trails for All.